Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the boar people. I will apologise that it is a little bit later for all you pig personalities. We are here on a Sunday and not a Saturday. Saturday's a pretty busy day and I don't necessarily feel that bad about it because I know that the dog and the boar people are two of the most understanding of all the Chinese Zodiac. So I'm sure you appreciate Saturday can be relatively busy and it's easier and calmer to do it on a nice Sunday afternoon. So let's get on and get these readings done for the pig people this week. Let's see where we're at. We're just going to shuffle these up, mix them around a little bit. We'll stop off at that and we'll pick up one from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top. What have we got? A black, white, black. Okay, well, just remember, guys, as I always say, black isn't always an attack. White isn't always all right. It's all about the compatibilities when we flip the card. It's all a matter of perspective at the end of the day. And we have got a snake card coming in there. So, okay, this is actually quite a negative one for you guys because that snake is actually your conflict card. As a pig, as a boar, the snake is a conflict of yours. It's direct conflict. It's also the negative karmic card. So we're dealing with a bit of negative karma here. But as always, doesn't necessarily have to be your karma. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect you. Doesn't even mean that it's actually going to be something that's going to go on go so obviously around you that you notice it. It could go unnoticed. And it could be somebody else dealing with this, or as a result of something that has got, the bare minimum to do with you. But there's definitely negative karma floating around you at the moment for someone or something. It could be you, but again, we won't know until it happens or if it has already happened. It's also, as I say, that conflict card. So whatever is happening, it's not going to be making you feel too great right now. You're going to be in a place where you're feeling rather down, potentially lost, rather out of balance, and I think it's making you rather introverted, rather temperamental, rather reserved almost. If you do want to know more about the conflict card between the snake and the boar, or the karmic cards, then hit that subscribe button because we're going to be doing a reading on those in the future, or do videos on those in the future. That snake, again, it's not great for you. This is a time where I think conversations are being missed. Communication is at kind of stake here. There's a big issue with trust as well. I think right now you're probably in a place where you're feeling deflated, as I say. You're kind of feeling it like you're an open book and people can read at their leisure. But people have now started to grubby up the pages, tear pages, smudge it. They're not respecting it, and that's making you feel like you need to close the book, lock up the library. You almost feel like you need to lock up the library and just shut people out. Now, you're a social person, but you're feeling like people are the problem right now. You're feeling rather selfish with it, and that's okay. The snake is a selfish card. You can be selfish. You won't like this as the opposite of the snake, because obviously selfishness is not something that is in your kind of character. But selfish is self-care. Selfishness is looking after you, So it's not necessarily a bad thing. We've got this white card here as well. We've got that monkey coming in and swooping down. That's the doer card there. So there is obviously stuff that you need to get done. The monkey and the pig, they're, again, not as compatible. But it is interesting that the snake and the monkey are there together. And they are kind of self-care cards. So you've got the snake, which is a selfish card, and the monkey, which is a kind of selfish card. And that white monkey is giving you that validation to just pamper yourself a little bit and take care of yourself a little bit. I think right now, it's a case of maybe taking a step back and reassessing the situation, not necessarily in that kind of reservation way, but more in I suppose in a kind of educational way, like a monkey would. They would assess the situation. They would observe and see what they can learn from it. And I think that's potentially what you're going to have to go through, where you're kind of deciding who gets a spot in your life and who doesn't, who deserves to be around and who doesn't, Potentially you're feeling like the black sheep of the herd, and you're starting your new herd and you're trying to figure out, oh, who can I have on my side kind of thing. Is it like a herd of pigs, or is it like, I don't know, a flock of pigs? You're just looking for... Actually, pigs and pigs don't necessarily get on very well. They rub each other up the wrong way when two pigs come together. So a herd of pigs would not be in your benefit. But being social and being around other people, even though you feel like it could potentially be something that is, I don't know, not worth your time, too risky, not wanting to, you know, put yourself out there, I don't know, fear of rejection, I don't know, just basically you're overly sensitive about it. You're overly sensitive about something. And the only way that you can kind of think to deal with it is to go inside and sort of go all introverted. I'm thinking that that monkey is definitely more of your ally here, where it's more, don't retreat, use the opportunity to learn what you can from the situation and adjust yourself accordingly. I think right now it could be a case that you've become too codependent and you're relying too much on other people. Too many people are giving you handouts, helping you up, carrying you a little bit. I don't mean to be harsh, I don't mean to offend anybody, but realistically, potentially, you're just relying on too many people or the wrong people. And right now, this could be a time to man up and just deal with it. Take it on the chin, get back up, dust yourself off, get back on the horse. Failures happen, things go wrong. Plans don't always go the way we want them to, and sometimes we can be as prepared as we think we are and something completely different or opposite will happen, making our plans and our preparedness completely obsolete. We can mope about it, we can cry about it, we can be all whingy and upset about it, but there is no point crying over spilt milk. There is no point trying to justify or reason with yourself about why you should cry over spilt milk. It's just a case of, it happened, it's spilt, move on. Man up and just mop it up. Mop it up. Just mop it up. We've got that ox card jumping in there. That's a thinker along with that snake card. They go in the same affinity triangle of the thinkers. If you want to know more about the thinker triangle, hit that subscribe button because we will be doing videos on that in the future. We have already done the doer triangle, which is the monkey, the dragon, and the rat. So if you haven't seen that, check that out, because it is available now to watch. But that ox coming in right now in that negative place as well, it's again work to be done, hard work to get done. I think right now, I mean, the ox and the boar aren't overly compatible, and I think right now there could be some sort of clash, or I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say disagreement because that's so certain, a disagreement, but maybe there has been some sort of conflict or something that has put something, it's made it rocky. There's rocky ground here, and now that boar is that ox, sorry, is there to push you onto steady ground from that unsteady place. You're on rocky ground and you now need to take it steady. An ox would take it steady, an ox would move slow, an ox would be very, very particular with every step that it took, and that's where you are now. Think of it as on thin ice, on rocky ground, on, you know, just moving forward in an unfamiliar place or where you haven't been before. As I say, just man up and get on with it. If something has happened and something has kind of disrupted your life, I mean, all right, spilt milk. You know, if something, you've lost something, or you've fallen out with someone, or you know, no car's broken down, or I don't know, anything, your house burnt down, I don't know, holidays got cancelled. It is just a part of life. It is just a part of life. So you just got to deal with these things. And it depends on how you deal with it. If you deal with it in a negative way, then you're going to feel negative about it, and it is just going to bring you down. If you try and see it in a silver lining kind of way, it's happening for me, not against me kind of thing, then potentially you'll see things differently and your perspective will be more of a positive one and you'll get through it relatively unscathed. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for the pig personalities. I will be back tomorrow for a reading for the rat and the ox people. If I don't see you then, I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Love and peace.